Alright, I'm back from my lunch break. Had some Greek yogurt with some natural crunchy peanut butter and some local strawberries. It's super tasty. It's been my go-to lunch the last little while. I used to always just eat like sandwich meat and for protein, and since it was low carb, and like some pickles or maybe some cheese or something. But I feel like eating super processed meat like every day probably isn't the best idea. So I've been trying to get out of that. So I've been eating lots of Greek yogurt since there's lots of protein in that. And not too many carbs. I try and eat fairly low carb when I can. Not like keto. I did keto for a couple months, but it just was not for me. I just can't handle restricting myself so much. Like, I get a really weird relationship with food when I restrict it or count calories. I did count calories starting in like the middle of February. I count calories every day for like 3 months or something until we went to Germany, which was in June. I counted calories like just about every day. I let myself have a couple cheat days, but for like 2 months I didn't have any, and it was a bad scene. There's just no point in doing that to yourself. I mean, if you are really like, if you're medically overweight and like your doctor says you need to lose weight to be healthy and to not have any sicknesses and stuff like that, then for sure counting calories could be the way to go, especially if you've never done it and you don't really have any idea of how many calories are in stuff, because it will surprise you for sure. But you just have to get it in your head that maybe it isn't something you should always do. I mean, unless you are super into that and really like having things super planned out and that sort of thing. But for me, it just did not work. I just get too obsessed, and all I can do is think about it. Like, I would get up in the morning, then before my workout, I would figure out what I was going to eat all day. Figured out on my calorie counter app, and oh my god, my train of thought is so lost. I would figure out what I was gonna get to eat all day, and then I'd work out, and then I'd go to have breakfast, and I'd go over what I could eat, and I'd fiddle with that forever and make sure it was okay, and make sure it was gonna be the right macros and everything and all this nonsense, and it's just so silly. You just have to, well, at least I just needed to relax and not worry about it so much, and I would like to lose weight, but I realized now that that's not just going to happen overnight. You have to just let it happen with time, and it's certainly not going to happen if you're stressing yourself out to the point of tears and frustration over what you're eating. It's just not gonna happen. That's most likely a starting of a eating disorder, which is no good. So if you're finding yourself in that boat, don't do it. It's not worth it. I barely lost any weight counting calories, and for 2 months I counted calories. I always had like a 500 calorie deficit every day, and still didn't lose any weight, or barely lost any weight. So that's just not how your body works. You gotta be nice to it, especially if you're doing intense workouts like I was doing. I still work out for about an hour every morning, 5 days a week. And your body needs food and energy to do that. It can't can't just do that on its own. You need to help it. You can't expect yourself to just lose a bunch of weight and be able to do intense workouts. Your body's gonna just freaking crash, or your willpower's gonna crash. Like mine would often do. Like when I finally let myself have a day off from counting, I would just go AWOL on anything that was in front of me. If food was put in front of me, I would eat it. Didn't matter what it was, didn't matter if I liked it, didn't matter if I wanted it, I would just eat it. And I wouldn't eat like a couple pieces, I would eat until I felt sick, and then I would feel sad that I couldn't eat anymore because I was so full. So that's really unhealthy. Really a bad scene to be in. So I was like that since like February. And just couldn't seem to figure myself out on it and make myself feel happy and not worry about what I was eating and stuff. And then Mackenzie and I went to Germany for 2 weeks for a vacation at the beginning of the summer. And I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I tried not to be too crazy, because I mean, if I could, excuse me, I would just eat like everything. It would be bad. But I basically ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. If I felt full, I wouldn't eat, kind of thing. But if I really wanted something, like almost every day, I would go to one of the local bakeries and get a baked good and eat the whole thing. And that would just be like a snack. Normally, that would be like my treat for the month. So that really helped me get over the fear of just eating, really, and not worrying about it. And like we were there for 2 weeks, and I ate like that like every day. We were also walking every day a lot. Like the least steps we got in one day was 10,000. So we were walking a lot. But even with that, like I still ate a lot of food. But even after eating all of that, I stopped weighing myself, because that was just a whole other huge problem in my life. Was I would get up in the morning, weigh myself first thing after having my morning pee. Then I would go work out after figuring out my calories for the day, of course. God forbid. And then after working out, excuse me, oh geez, you probably heard that, sorry. So then after working out, I would pee again and weigh myself again without drinking any water after working out. I could only drink the water after I weighed myself, and I would log my weight every day. And obviously, because I'm a human and also a woman, my weight would fluctuate drastically. Sometimes like 3 to 5 pounds in a day. It would fluctuate, because that's what happens when you're a lady. Your body does some funky stuff. And I would be so upset when that would happen, because I, A, was starving myself, B, was torturing myself with how much I was working out, and I obviously wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and I was just crushed like every time that happened. I do not like this color that this is going. Maybe we'll bonk that. Maybe we'll keep his hands purple. Never mind. Where was I? So yeah, I would like get up and weigh myself, and if I wasn't less, I would just be unconsolable. It was not good. Poor Mackenzie dealt with me being very upset a lot. So our trip to Germany really helped. So then when I came back, told myself, you're not going to count calories. You're not going to actually count them anymore. I did, just keep a running tally in my head, just since I had been doing it for so long. And I used to count calories years ago as well. It's not like this is a new thing. But I lost where I was going. Jesus. Not good. I wasn't going to count calories. I could just eyeball it. And, if I was really hungry, I would, if I had just eaten, give myself a half hour, see how I feel. If I'm still hungry, I can eat more. That's okay. That means your body's hungry and it needs food. Maybe I'll give this guy some claws to match his teeth, huh? What's on that stuff up there? And I've been feeling a lot better. I was just super dead tired last week, all week. Excuse me. But I wasn't sleeping well for some reason. I go through phases of not being able to sleep, which is so fun. But that's just life, I guess. So I didn't feel the best last week, but otherwise I've been feeling much, much better than I was when I was counting. And life is just so much better, as dumb as that sounds. But now, this past weekend, sorry, my nose is running because it's really hot in here. Last week, Mackenzie's brother and his wife and young daughter were down from Ontario. And, excuse me, we went out to Mackenzie's sister's place. Excuse me, I'm all scratchy and gross. I don't know what these up here. We went to Mackenzie's sister's place and we got pizza and poutine and garlic fingers for dinner, and I made a roasted garlic and spinach and bacon dip, and we bought fresh bread from the bakery, and I ate it. I ate a lot, and I let myself eat a lot, and I was fine. And I had a great time. Felt a little guilty, because that was on Saturday night that we went over there, and then on Sunday, we still had a bunch of the sourdough left, and I really, really like sourdough. So Ken's and I were watching Fullmetal Alchemist Sunday night, and I just sat and ate so much sourdough and cheese, and it was really good. Probably a little bit too much, but that's okay. I wanted it. I was craving it super bad. I knew it was in the house. I knew it was going to go bad. So I figured, why not eat it? And I did. And I'm fine. I didn't gain 100 pounds from eating a little bit extra bread. So it's fine. And I need to get in the habit of letting that happen and not worrying about it so much. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's going to be a burpee. Burpee last little run of this painting. Okay, so I think I'll make his fingers kind of the same fleshy thing and have it fade back out. So I really like how his head looks there. I think I might call it after that. It's 20 after 3 now. I want to be done soon. We'll see. It just looks so nice. I want to go outside. We don't get very many sunny days. Us poor Nova Scotians. That's okay. It just makes us appreciate it even more. What was I talking about? Right. Calorie counting and all that good stuff. So, I found out that it's just a bad scene for me. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. I try to avoid worrying about it, because that just leads to nothing good. Nothing good comes of worrying, and I'm a big worrier. So I don't need any more of that. Especially not over something that's just trivial and silly. I guess it's not that silly, or trivial, but I mean, I work out lots. I probably shouldn't have to worry, right, too much about. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Shouldn't have to worry too much about what I eat and excuse me, how macros they are and all that nonsense. I should be able to just chill out, not worry about it. Actually, we'll yes, delete layer 11. There's nothing on it. Should we just eat what I want when I want it? Try not to eat too much of what I want, and just chill out a little bit. Only in my early 20s. I shouldn't be starving myself or worrying about that too much. I'm probably in the best shape I'm ever going to be, and it's only going to go downhill from here. So why not enjoy being able to eat more and drink and... don't drink too much. That's never good. Drink a little bit though. A little wine never hurt anybody. Unless you're allergic to wine or something, I guess. Does that happen? I guess you must be able to get allergic to like a certain alcohol, right? Let me know if you know anyone who's allergic to alcohol. And not like, oh, I don't like it, I'm allergic. Like, legit allergic. Excuse me. God. My voice box is like, what is happening? Why are you talking? I don't like it. It's good though. Maybe I can... Cause even now, since I haven't had a job since last November, it's currently the end of July. Took me a second there. Currently the end of July. I haven't had a job since last November. I don't really go out of the house much because I just paint at home. I mean, I go for groceries and stuff, but Mackenzie and I normally do that together on the weekends. And so I don't talk to anyone really, aside from if we go out or when I talk to Mackenzie, obviously. But even then, like, he comes home from work and he's tired, and we just have dinner and watch The Simpsons and watch some Animus and go to bed. I don't really have much to tell him. I was just at home painting all day. He'll tell me about work and stuff, but there's not a whole lot to talk about, so not so good at the speaking anymore. And like, we'll go, especially like last weekend when we were over at his sister's, I just couldn't carry a conversation at all. I'm just like, yeah, there's weather happening. It's so bad. So that definitely needs to change if I want to get a job at some point in time. I should probably be able to talk to people. And it sucks because my last job where I worked for the last 5 years, I was the assistant manager at a tourist shop. So I had to deal with the tourists like every day. I was talking to people, and I could actually, like, chat and talk a little bit and sound like a person, not just like some crazy lady who doesn't know how to speak to people. And unlike now, I'm just like, what? It's just not a good scene. But hopefully doing these paintings and yammering to you guys will be able to help me get over that a little bit. Hopefully you don't mind listening to me ramble and such, because I'm probably going to keep doing it. I don't know how often I'll do it. Maybe I'll try and get like one out a week kind of thing. I guess this week's a little special because I'm just trying to figure it all out and such. But that sounds doable, right? One a week. And then that way, like, all my paintings don't have to be with me talking. Maybe I can do some that I talk through, and then some that are just me painting. I mean, if I figure out how to like speed up the video so it's in like fast motion, the opposite of slow motion, fast motion, I don't know. If I can figure that out, then that would certainly help. Because then if I do one where I don't feel like talking, then I can just film it and pop it out for you guys. Maybe put some like copyright free music in that I find good, because obviously I can't put the music that I listen to in. That would have been nice if I could play like the music that I like to listen to, so you guys can see kind of what music gets me going. Those of you who know me, you know what I like to listen to. You know, I'm into the death metals. I'm not death metal. I'm into like hard rock and I guess some metal and stuff like that. Like, well, Rammstein's my favorite band. They're pretty intense, just a little bit. But yeah, they are my favorite. So stuff like that is what I tend to listen to. I tend to listen to, I always joke, I listen to bad music. So from Rammstein, they actually make good music. But I listen to like, just like crummy rock bands. Like, not that they're bad. I mean, I really enjoy them. I just feel like it's not always like the most evolved musically. Especially like thematically. And I don't know. But I mean, as long as I like it, that's all that matters. Now, what do I think of these hands though? Looking alright. They just need some more like wrinkles and stuff. They're a little bit too airbrushed right now. Right? Yeah. Let me know what you guys like to listen to. It'd be interesting to see. Because like everyone is always so surprised by what I listen to, like how heavy it tends to be, and I guess violent, you could go that way, and just intense. Everyone always thinks like, oh, you're so nice. Don't you listen to like nice music? No, not really. I like people to scream at me. So I always find it interesting to find out what other people listen to, because it's like, why do you like that? There's no one screaming and that. How can you like it? Basically. So I always find that interesting. This finger is not good. Yeah, it should be like bent more like that, huh? Yeah, it just needs to be. Oh, that's why I can't do it, because it's the wrong layer. I guess I still want that off. But yeah, I always find it interesting what other people listen to, because I can't really stand a lot of the. It's gonna make sense so old, but like the music of today, like I just don't find it's good. Sorry if you like love, I don't know, like Ed Sheeran or something, but that's just not my jam. I mean, I can appreciate it. Like if Bruno Mars comes on, I'm definitely into that. He's a fun guy. His songs are really catchy and fun. I can get that. Just change up his nails looking. But I can't imagine like working to that or creating to that, you know? That's definitely not my jam. As much as I like it, like it's good, like party music, you know? That still doesn't look right. But I wouldn't want to listen to it just like in my day-to-day life. Unless I'm like cooking or something, I can see that. You know, maybe we just need to have it start down lower. Like down here or something, and curve down. shoot. But I mean, I can see where people come from with liking that kind of stuff. It's upbeat, it's easy to listen to. You don't really have to, this is going to sound really full of myself, you don't really have to think about it at all. It's just kind of like, this is a good song, I like this song. That's all you need. But I guess I don't really like that. I like songs to especially have like some sort of substance within at least the writing, I guess. Excuse me, if that makes sense. But I mean, I did also say that I listen to bad music. So I'm really not making a very good statement or argument for myself here. But I know what I mean. That's all that matters, right? Sure, why not? Is this gonna look any better here or what? Not sure. Yeah, that's why, because the nail wouldn't be facing, it would be sideways. Yeah, something like that, just not nearly that big. Oops, oh, there goes that one. Oh well, I'll redo that guy too then. This guy will be like little of that. Like that maybe. Oops. Not quite that thick on top. Maybe I need to have it like bent there. I said I love painting hands, but sometimes it's a real pain in the butt. Like so, kind of thing. That could work. There you go. Just don't want it having that relationship with the pants. Go like this. With these little shorts. There we go. That's good enough. Good enough. Another one of my mottos. Okay. Looking pretty good. Now, yes, let's work on making the hands look a little bit more less textured. How's that sound? Makes sense, right? Sure. Why not? I really like what I got going on up here, the blending going on. I can't seem to get that happening here. So maybe let's try lightening this stuff up a little bit. And I should also probably figure out what else I think needs to get done. And then we can figure out what I have time for here. So, get shaded here a little bit. Look a little better. to texture his hands. We're gonna maybe add 2 shorts, not just short, and I'm gonna add some drill hanging and just add some lighting, like so that this stuff's a little bit lighter. Yeah. And then I think we'll call it. So, we'll save here. Let's keep going on his hands. Let's get a little red in here to make some fold in his skin. Oh, you bug. That's what I get for still working while it's trying to save. Good stuff. It's looking a little better. So if you guys have any questions about, I don't know, I guess like, not that I know much about working out, but I mean, I know what works for me and what I enjoy, and like the resources that I like to use for it, because I don't have a gym membership. That's way too expensive. So I enjoy everything at home, and it works great. I enjoy it as much as you can enjoy difficult workouts. And I would definitely recommend doing some sort of workout. Let me gather my thoughts here. You don't even have to, quote unquote, want to lose weight to start working out. You can just want to feel better. It can help you sleep. It'll help your mood, your energy level. It can help so many things, and people seem not to always realize that. They always think like, oh, you work out because you want to get yoked or get skinny, but that's not always the case. You can just do it because it makes you feel better, and it even helps with self-confidence. Like, even if I find with me at least, even if I'm maybe not dropping tons of pounds and stuff and getting thinner exactly, I still feel better about myself when I get my workouts done than if I wasn't, because it's like, hey, at least I did something. Obviously I'm getting healthier regardless of what my weight is, so why shouldn't I be happy with myself, So it doesn't have to be just vain, I want to lose weight and get hot. Like, you can just do it to make your body happy. Sometimes people forget that your body is what's going to carry you through everything. It's always going to be there. You might as well work it nicely and try and do the best you can for it. So why not just do a little workout here and there? Especially like strength training. You don't and you shouldn't just run, as I found out the hard way. You can't just run to better yourself. I mean, if you love running, if that's your jam, and you just want to go for 10-kilometer runs every day, go for it. You'll probably feel better. But if running isn't your thing, then don't run. You don't have to just do cardio to get healthier. That's not how your body works. It'll definitely help. It'll certainly help like your heart and your cardiovascular endurance and stuff like that. But you don't have to just do cardio. If you hate cardio and that's why you don't work out, then don't do cardio. Do strength training or HIIT or something. I mean, if you hate cardio, you probably won't like HIIT very much. But yeah, strength training is the best. I love it. Just pick up heavy things and put them down. It's great. It's easy, and it can turn itself into a cardio workout if you work hard enough at it. Just can't get these friggin' hands to look right. I got the head great. These hands are just bunk. Okay, why don't we try working on something else then? Try to make that hands too there. Let's see what we can do to his underoos here. So like I said, if you guys have any questions about weight training, or not that I'm an expert in any of it, I just do the Fitness Blender workouts that you can get for free, and I bought one that's like it's a whole month figured out for you. Every day you get your workouts, you get 2 days off, and they give you a stretching video you can do on your days off to help be able to walk and stuff. And I find that it's really, really helpful. And just fun. I look forward to it. I mean, not every day. I don't look forward to doing HIIT every day, but you don't do HIIT every day or cardio every day or anything like that. You switch it up, and it can be a lot of fun. It makes me feel a lot better. Now let's see what we can do with these shorts here, and hopefully not make them look like underwear. Maybe we'll just like mirror his pattern thing and see how that works. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. And I guess we could also do some lighting on them and stuff. To go with the lighting, I'll hopefully put on his arm and chest and stuff here. Maybe a little on his head. His head's pretty good. Yeah, his legs too, I guess. Yeah, that looks nice. Maybe a little less bright though. Something like that could definitely work. Don't want to go any further than that though. I think I like that. I think that's probably alright. Man, it's so warm in here. I should probably open the door. I have the other windows in the other rooms up here open, but I feel like you're gonna end up hearing construction and stuff, but I think I will go open them, and I have to pee again, so we'll pause this. Alright, that's a little bit better. It's really sunny out, but it's really nice and cool too, so the rest of the house is a good temperature, but up here it's, well, in my studio at least, my studio slash just the second bedroom in our house, it's real hot. We have a window that's facing where the sun's coming in all afternoon. Under rose stripes, close enough. So the sun just bakes in from like 12 until whenever it sets, so it gets really hot on this side of the house. Now, what else do I want to do? Add to his shorts. Add drool, right. Did I have a spit, not drool. I'm a little more civilized. Shush phone. Oh. Jeez. All the messages, I'm so popular. Who'd have thunk it? Let's make this super, super tiny. So tiny. I think I wanted him to have some, like, dripping down sort of thing. And, like, down over his chin in there. Because he's real gross. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would say I'll do a little bit here. I think that looks good. I would ask what you guys think, but by the time this is done, this will be done. So, oh well. Now, let's just add some lighting and see how we feel about these hands. Something about them just doesn't quite look right. It's hard to say. That's that. Okay. Keep forgetting that. Apologize if you can hear construction noises or anything in the background. Hopefully my little mic won't pick it up too bad. Okay, let's bring back poor man's Wolverine here. So I gotta flip you around, huh, buddy? Okay. So let's bump it up here a little bit. Like here. Yes, phone, I know. I know I have messages. I know I'm not paying attention to them. I'm sorry. And then it is shoulder, and behind his shoulder here. Really making him look all the jacked. All the jacked? Okay. All out. And then into his arm here. Oops. I know, I'm sorry. Computer really hates it when I press on my hotkeys when I'm in like the brush menu. It's like, no, it's not a brush, I can't do that. Master, no. I'm sorry, computer. You know, life's hard on you sometimes, especially since you're owned by me, who doesn't know how to use computers. Do I like this better or not? Yeah. I like the idea of it. Whether or not it looks better is a whole nother ball game. I think I started this guy just a little bit too dark. And now I'm paying for it. But, womp womp. That's how she goes sometimes. Oops, I know, I'm sorry. Jeez. Twice in a row. That's a little bit better. Oh, what are you doing? There you go. Peter just having a little moment there, it's fine. Let's lighten up these leggies on him. It's probably a little too light. Because here wouldn't really be light. If the light's coming from over there, this would be dark. That's how light works. I went to school for this, and yet I still struggle so much. That's looking much nicer. Let's get a little more going on in here and his neck and stuff. So we want this to be darker to go along with This line thing, stripes, line thing. Good, very smart. Such an eloquent, Jesus. Such an eloquent conversationalist I am. Oh, and that's on the stripes layer, isn't it? Jesus. It's okay. Just do that. It's all better. This guy would be lighter. And then in here, a little bit in his abs. Let's go quite a bit later and do this little, smaller than that, a little later. This little line here. Do the same thing. Oops. Here. Oops. That's looking good. Let's keep going. Do a little bit of this light over his arm here. So yeah, this would be light because it's kind of like behind his body. Does that make sense? And then we can get a little bit of it over here too. Not on his teeth and stuff though. Yeah, I think that looks good. Flip around. No light, light, no light, light. Definitely looks better with some light on him. I just have to like shade in here in his teeth. His teeth. And we're going to do that the lazy way. And you can go away, sir. Thank you. We'll just lasso these guys. And darken them a little bit. There you go. There. Being lazy never hurt anybody. We should put a little bit more light. Okay, definitely like that. We'll merge that down. And we'll do some more light on his head and like on his edge here. To like a little bump on his ridges here. Too bad. I'll do the same thing, like on his head here. I'll make it a little smaller though. I don't know why I'm whispering, but I am. Do a little of that. Oh, and it just occurred to me while I was thinking about this. Anthony Jones, the guy I mentioned before, Robot Pencil, he's got really good little tutorials for like little tips and tricks in Photoshop, like using different tools for different things and stuff like that, which are really great. Back when I was letting myself relearn how to paint, I would just like watch those and take lots of notes and let myself learn that way, and that was a big help. So if you ever feel like you just need a day off from painting and producing stuff, especially, I find just producing stuff can just take so much out of you, especially if you're not used to it. Like when I first started my whole digital painting saga is just like, oh my god, how do these people just keep creating things so frequently? But get used to it. But it's definitely still good to take a little break every now and then. Nah, we don't need that. Just like the back of them that's lit up. It's looking good. Let's make these notes go away. That looks really good. I'm really liking like this part. Can we just like cut out his hands? Why can't I get those to work? I guess because I'm trying to blend the colors and form them. So that's a little difficult. Do a little more of this line back here. Just because you would get some of it there. Maybe, do a little here. Not looking too bad. Right, because that's on top of it's on stripes. So let's just do this. Once again, I don't know why I'm whispering. But I am. So let's go. Is that too much now? Yes. Let's delete those guys. See? So what happens when you let yourself work on one thing a little too much? You start doing stuff that doesn't help. It just makes it worse. It's something I really have to keep an eye out for when I'm painting. Because I'll be like, oh, this is fun. I'll just keep doing this. And then it's like, okay, now it's ruined. Good job. Which is not what we want. So it takes a while to be able to recognize that. Put some wrinkles in his pants here. Just so you can tell they aren't just painted on. There we go, that's a little better. Now, I even think of his hands as his nails are just so white. Yeah, that's definitely not helping. Okay, so, not notes, nails. Let's figure that out here. Flip it upside down, just get a little look-see. I love how much it changes when you flip it upside down, how much better you can see things. Looks good. Flip around and flip them the other way again. Vertical, right. Don't mind me, just can't remember what directions are. Okay, so let's, so like this one needs to get darkened. So does this one, and this one, how about? This one too, a little bit. We'll leave like the top ones a little darker. Or lighter, rather. Ooh. Okay. That's a little better, and then we could do a little, what's this here? Just like a little bit of shine on them. These guys wouldn't really have much at all, would they? Because this, the sun or the light or whatever is coming from there, so... Okay, it definitely looks a little better. So we just gotta figure out these hands and stuff. What's that thing up there? Okay, you can get merged down, right? We like that better? Yeah, it really makes his head pop. I like that. Let's merge that down. Save here again. avoid any tragedies. That's no fun. If you've ever had a program crash on you when you're working on something and you get really into it, you forget to save, like 2-3 hours into a painting, and then bye. Never mind. Sorry. Hope you didn't like that because it's gone forever now. That's no fun. I haven't had that happen for a while. I had it happen when I was working with Illustrator in university a lot. Ooh, that was not a fun time. I would get very upset. Because as I mentioned before, I don't like technology already. So then it goes and just gets all bunked up, and it's not a good time. I don't think I've ever really said bunked up, and now that I have been trying not to swear, it's like all I've been saying. So like 20 times. Oh well, it's better than cussing at you guys, which I try very hard not to do. It's tough. I don't know why. I guess just because in my family, well, I mean, growing up, we weren't allowed to swear. Well, we weren't allowed, it just wasn't. My parents didn't really swear, so we didn't. My sister and I didn't swear. But then we both got older and moved out, and now both my parents swear. My dad quite a bit, especially. And I'm pretty close with him, so now I swear lots. Poor Mackenzie. His family doesn't swear in front of each other, so I have to be very careful not to swear in front of them, which can be tough. But I mean, it's not like it's depressing or not depressing, but holding back my personality or anything. I'm just used to cursing a lot, especially in art school too. Everyone's cursing all over the place. Professors are cursing. All the students obviously are cursing, so it's hard to get out of that habit. I find especially like in the arts community, like, you're almost expected to be kind of cursy, you know? Like, you're supposed to be tough and edgy and curse and ooh, such a badass. Which obviously you don't need to be good artist. Definitely don't need to swear. But I do, and that's what happens. So, womp womp. Sorry. But I don't think I've sworn yet on this, have I? If I have, let me know. I apologize. Apologize if anyone was letting their children watch this and I cursed. I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's just who I am. That's looking a little bit better now. Still not great, but, you know, so she goes. It's good to remind yourself that it's okay. It's okay to like what you do, and it's okay not to like what you do. You can be on the fence sometimes. As long as you don't hate yourself, as long as you like yourself, and that's the main thing. Not much good ever comes from hating yourself, unless it's like you're addicted to heroin or something and you hate yourself for that. Then I would possibly advise hating yourself a little bit if it means that you'll change, because that's not good. You definitely don't want to be doing that. It's no good. You guys ever watch like Vice documentaries on stuff like that? Oh my god. Ken's and I watched one the other night, earlier week I guess. This couple that were doing, I think heroin? I don't know. Something in this like small town in Wales. Oh my god, it was just terrible. And they're also like alcoholics. I guess like if you're addicted to like heroin or something, you just kind of, all the other addictions just kind of fall in with it. I guess. I don't know. I've never done any hard drugs. I don't really know. I suppose that's probably for the best. But it seems like people who get addictions like that, I mean, I guess if you try something like that, you're probably open to that sort of thing. And if you get addicted to something like that, odds are you have an addictive personality, so odds are you're probably gonna get addicted to more of that stuff, regardless of your desires. It's not like anyone goes out like, I want to get addicted to heroin. That sounds great. But that opens up that whole can of worms again about like, why would you start smoking? Like no one doesn't know that smoking's bad for you. So why do you start? Why do you go, yeah, I'm gonna spend my money on getting cancer? That sounds like a good idea. It seems like such a bad idea. Just don't do it. I mean, I get when you have been doing it for years and years and years, you can't just like quit cold turkey because your body is chemically addicted to that substance. I get that, and I appreciate that, and that's understandable. But I just don't understand why people start. Like, I guess like you start in your teens and you're like, ooh, I'm gonna be bad, I'm gonna smoke. And it's like, oh well, now it's 20 years later and I have lung cancer. That sucks. I don't know. I'm happy I never started smoking. And both my parents smoke too. Or they do on and off. They didn't, for the last quite a few years they didn't. But then Dad started smoking cigarillos. And so then that started like the whole thing again. So now they're both kind of smoking. So that's kind of dumb. But, I mean, I'm just surprised I didn't start smoking. Because, monkey see, monkey do. When you're a kid, you see your parents doing something, you're like, oh, guess that's what I do now, too. But I was at least somewhat smart enough not to do that. Something was right in my brain not to start smoking. Thank goodness. That's gross. And I mean, if you smoke, I'm not saying like you're a piece of crap or anything. I'm just saying it's gross. I'm sorry. But the habit itself is gross. The people who do it aren't gross. It just seems like a bad time. I think that's looking better now. Yeah, definitely. Much, much better. Let's merge that down. Almost hit the delete button. Don't ask me why. So it happens. Just start going a little senile. Okay. Leave it done like that. It's looking better. I would say. So we're just about done. I think I just need to soften up some of like these hard lines here. I'm not into that. Not looking the best. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. I would say. Let's flip it upside down and see what we think. Yeah, I think that looks good. I'm gonna be really quiet here while I think. Thinking's hard. It's hard to think and talk. Let's just clean up some of them here. That's not you. Okay, that's okay. I think that's stuff going a little AWOL here is mostly is mostly the stripes layer. See, this is when naming your layers really comes in handy. Then you go back and you're trying to edit stuff and you're like, what is this? What layer is this? What layer is this on? Oh my god. Then you have them all neatly named for yourself and you can figure it out fairly easy. As long as you can read. As long as you don't name them something ridiculous that doesn't help. That's no good. And why would you even bother, I guess? I don't know. It's a bizarre question, Kira. It's one of the very few male characters of, I shouldn't assume his gender, but I mean, I guess I can make him whatever gender I want. It's one of the first male creatures that I've drawn. I tend to draw ladies. I mean, why not? Ladies are great. That's on something. Oh, that's the hands. Okay. I want his gums here, right? Yeah, I want to fix up this line here going on. Not a fan of that. Redden up his gums a little bit here. Looks good and nasty. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. We'll lighten it a little bit. I like those highlights that I had going on here. Yeah, it's not too bad. Maybe I'll put like some highlights on this bulb thing and like on his, maybe his jaws alright, but I think on the top of his head there would look nice, huh? Okay, that looks better. I can merge that down. Still not a super fan of his hands, but you know, I'm not gonna let myself spend all day on this. You know, I guess I have spent all day on it. I'm not gonna let myself spend any more of all day on it. Let's just put it up top. I can't remember what's what. Okay, so I guess we want it like around here. Do some. Just trying to make sure you can tell it's round and that the light's coming from here, kind of thing. I feel better right now. Right now. Lightening a little bit more. Just do a little. Come on. Come on. Zoom out. Good job. Here. I wonder if I want to do even more on his body here. It's even lighter. I think these are all like the same size. Is that too much? I think some of it is, yes. Yes, it is. You're too much. You're so good looking. Anybody know what that's from? I'll be really happy if you do. I think there's a lot of things to remember to tell me what they're from, huh? How about that? That's too much. That's alright though. Yeah, that definitely helps, because then this being so bright doesn't look so strange. You know, I guess it's supposed to be like a different color, not necessarily just a different lighting. Maybe we will just lighten up in here just a little bit. Imagine here being so dark. I've done it. See, at this point, you just kind of, at least I just like just do everything on one layer. It's fine. Maybe I'll just do a little bit more detail in these stripes. Jeez. Let's do a little more here. Let's do a little more here. Let's do a little more here. This is what happens. You just say you'll do a little more, and then 2 hours later, you've done a lot more. But we're just gonna do some like where the light's hitting. Just to really make the lighting pop. Who says Kira can't do lighting? Bah! Doing lighting like it's my day job. And I guess it is my day job. Because I don't have a job. That's my job. Oh, well, it's kind of nice not having an actual job. It kind of sucks not having an income. But thankfully Mackenzie makes very good money and doesn't completely hate his job. So there's that. Very, very spoiled and lucky to have a partner who will let me just follow my silly little dreams being an artist. It's tough. I was talking about this with his family the other weekend. You have to, oh yeah, it's like real nice. You have to you need a job to pay for things, obviously, and especially to pay for like equipment to do this. But then you also need the time away from a job to make the stuff, to have a portfolio, to get the job that you want. So it's a double-edged sword. You're either not making any money but making art to maybe make money one day, or you're making money to survive and not making any art. Not making any progress towards having the job that you want. So it's hard to balance it. So I'm, as I always say, very lucky to have Mackenzie be so supportive and to let me just do my thing. I wonder if I want to crop it. Maybe I do. Yeah, it's a little better. Also, it's going to be hard. Maybe I'll duplicate this and then try and edit him so he's not so purple. I don't know how I feel about the purple, but it's just going to be hard because I have so many layers of different things going on here. So let's save as, and we're going to save a copy. Pinkman, color, edit. Boop. Yep, max capacity, max whatever. Just do it. Oh, I also did not sign it. Oh, we'll get there. That's okay. Just let this guy save and we'll open up the other one. Do a little color editing. And then we're calling it a day. I'm still not a huge fan of his hands, but that's okay. I always get myself a little too obsessed with hands. Okay, come on. No, okay, I do have to open it actually. Pink. Pinkman, color edit. Open you up. Oh yeah, it's just a big beans. It's okay. Alright. So now we can how am I gonna do this though? I guess we'll just merge everybody, huh? Can I merge everyone, or do I have to do merge down or merge visible? I just want to merge them to the background. Merge layers. Wonderful. Okay, no, it's fine. Now, let's see. Let's, if I can remember how to do this, geez. Let's see what we think. Oh, I like that. His mouth matches a lot more. Could like desaturate them just a little bit. Yeah, I like that. I'm always really bad for not keeping it the color that I work in. I like the orange too. I like everything. They all look nice. So for those. I take that back. They don't all look nice. Yeah, definitely looks better than being quite so purple. That looks nice. Okay, what do I like better? I like pinky, purple. Definitely pink. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I will just give her my John Hancock here and call it a day. It's turned out much better than I thought. I was quite worried. Oh, which way do you want them facing? Yeah, we'll keep them facing that way. That's alright. I was quite worried about trying to paint and speak. But I did it. And I painted a thing, and it looks like a thing. Hello. Okay. That's me. It is June 26, 2017. It's almost August. Holy crud. That summer went by quick. Yeah, looks great. Give that a save. Well, thank you so much. If you're still watching this, God love you. I don't know why or how, but thank you for watching this. Even if you just skip to the end to see what it looks like, still, thank you. I still get a view, I'm pretty sure, on my YouTube page, so, that works. Yeah, just thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns or advice, or you just want to yell at somebody on the internet. Go ahead, yell at me. I'm tough. I can take it. Until next time, have a really super duper wonderful day. I hope you're having a good one. If you're having a bad day, I hope